Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If the lighting looks a little different in this video, it's because I'm working with just the ring light today and natural light, and it's like overcast and it keeps changing, so I hope that this lighting is okay. I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm trying to pack up my house and I don't want to use the big lights. Anyways, let me know. So today's video is going to be all about this baby right here. You can barely see it. That's the thing with the ring light. Sometimes it's just a little bit too bright. Can you see it if I put it right in front of my face? It's just the packaging. It's like a holographic packaging, but I hauled this in my most recent ginormous Sephora haul. This is the Josie Maran Vibrancy Argan Oil Fluid Foundation. This really intrigued me because I've had super dry skin lately, and this is infused with that amazing Josie Maran argan oil that everybody loves. Sometimes I'll even mix that in with my normal foundation just to add some hydration and luminosity if I'm feeling like really dry. So I haven't opened this yet. I haven't tried this yet. We're gonna do a first impressions wear test today. And I'm going like this a lot. I don't know why. Some information on the foundation itself. It is $45. I got mine at Sephora. It does come in 14 different shades. I got the lightest, surprise, surprise, the lightest shade, which is Supernatural RG10. I'm not sure what the RG stands for. Usually that means like rosy gold, but that doesn't make a lot of sense, so I don't really know what the RG stands for. The bottle itself is really luxurious. It's a glass bottle. I love foundations in glass bottles. And it comes with a pump, which is always a bonus, and there's 1 fluid ounce in it. It does say to shake well, so I'm going to shake well. I'm assuming that's to like mix up the foundation because it does have the argan oil in it. So just some information on it. So it says, in a clinical study after 4 weeks, 100% of subjects experienced a significant increase in skin's moisture. That's awesome. 93% agreed vibrancy helped visibly calm their skin condition, like rosacea, inflammation, and 98% of subjects experienced a significant increase in skin smoothness and softness. Woohoo! Very cool. So basically this is just a foundation that is infused with the argan oil. You guys already know the drill. I've already primed my face. I use the same primer that I always use, which is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer in the smoothing formula, and I also primed my eyelids. So I have 2 tools here that we're going to use. Anytime I test out a foundation, I like to try it with a beauty blender, which is my tried and true, and then a brush of some sort. So this is the Artis Oval 8 brush. It's a little bit bigger. I've been using the Oval 7 brush a lot lately, but it's like really dirty, so I need to clean that. So I figured I would use the Oval 8 today. And let's see. Okay, pump. Ooh, that came out like really liquidy. Look at that. I shook it up and it's still really liquidy. I'm gonna do 2 pumps. This can be dangerous. I don't have a table in front of me, so I'm kind of like working over my pants here. All right, it's very liquidy. That's my first impression so far. The color looks a little bit yellowy for me, but we shall see. I also don't have a mirror in front of me, so I'm using the viewfinder as my mirror. In case you're wondering why I'm not looking at you, I'm looking over here. It's because I'm looking at my viewfinder. So I'm gonna brush this side in with the brush. It seems to blend really well. Seems to blend really well, actually. Although I'm looking in a teeny tiny viewfinder, so when I look at it in an actual mirror, that will tell the real truth there. The one good thing about brushes, well, not the one good thing, but one of the good things about using brushes, or this brush, is it's just so fast. Like, look at that. Okay, now I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender for the other side. Seems to be blending into the skin really well, really quickly, really well. I don't think it looks cakey, but again, once I look at an actual mirror, we'll see about that. Okay, so I think that actually blended really well. Kudos to me for using just that to blend in my foundation. I think I like the brush side a little bit better. I feel like it's just a little bit more full coverage on the brush side. On the Beauty Blender side, it just seemed to sheer it out a little bit too much for my liking. You can definitely see the redness on my cheeks there. So I think I like the brush side a little bit better. However, I'm going to go over it with the Beauty Blender anyways, just to kind of like, sometimes the brush like cakes up or like leaves little streaks on my face. So I'm just gonna smooth everything out with the Beauty Blender. And then I'm gonna go back over this side with the brush just to kind of even things out a little bit. I will say it is definitely not a matte finish. It is definitely like a luminous finish. I don't want to say I look greasy, but I do definitely look luminous. Like you can see the oil on my nose a lot. You can see the oil on my chin a lot. My skin has been really weird lately. It's been like super dry and patchy, but then as the day goes on it gets oily, and then my foundation, it just looks like a hot mess because it's like caked up in certain places and then like breaking through on my nose and my chin. And so I feel like I just can't really win lately, so maybe this will be the foundation for me, who knows. So I'm gonna drag it down my neck a little bit and then we'll move on. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see my skincare in all of its glory. So here's what it looks like. I think it looks like my skin. I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation. I don't feel like there's something heavy and cakey on my face. I think it looks really fresh and really like dewy and really just like healthy and kind of glowy, but not like shiny, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it wears throughout the day. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some concealer, and actually I'm gonna do the rest of my hair and makeup, and then we'll check in. Currently it is 2:50, which is kind of a late start for me, but I do have a late day today. I'm gonna be doing lots of stuff. I'll be out really late today, so I'm gonna check in periodically through the day and we'll see how it goes. All right guys, so it is now 5:05, so it's been, what is that, 2 hours since I put the foundation on? And I feel like right around this time, 2 hours after you put something on, like you could really see, is it gonna oxidize? Is it gonna agree with my skin? Is it gonna look all crazy and cakey? And I think overall, I am really satisfied with the way it looks. So just right off the bat, this is highlighter right there. So that's not like oil pooling up. But other than that, I don't feel like I'm overly greasy. Like I had this fear that I was gonna be like an oil pool with this foundation because my skin is typically kind of oily. And then on top of that, the foundation has oil in it. Now granted, it's argan oil, it's not like oil, you know, it's a different kind of oil. But I just had this fear that I was gonna be a grease ball, and I don't feel like a grease ball. I feel like it's very, very light. I still don't feel like I'm wearing any kind of foundation on my face. I was a little bit unimpressed with the coverage of the foundation, so I did go in and set it with my Tarte double duty powder, which I've been using a lot lately, so I didn't want to use something new because I didn't want to like test two things out at once, you know? So I did set it with that, which I feel like made it a little bit more, it mattified it a little bit, but it also just made it a little bit more opaque and gave it a little bit more coverage. As far as the wear time though, I'm gonna grab my mirror really quick so that I can see. I feel like it looks very natural. It looks very like clean and natural. It doesn't look like I have a cake face on. I will say I'm gonna scoot up a little bit so that you can see. My oil is peeking through quite a bit on the corner of my nose right here. But that's really the only place that I see an obnoxious amount of oil. Let me see if I can turn this down. Does that help? Can you see it a little bit better? Some oil's coming through right there. So I do feel like that's really the only place that you can see oil. And if you compare it to like a matte foundation, like the Armani Power Fabric, for example, I did a first impressions on that. This is what my skin looked like at the end of the day. So this is 2 hours later with this one, so I'm a little bit unsure. I don't know, we'll have to see. I think it looks really good overall. It's not super duper setting into any fine lines, but you can see my smile lines a little bit like it did. Well, it's not like accentuating them, but like it did kind of settle into them right there. And it has not settled into my chin line. Those are my two like areas that I really focus on, like I'm really worried about, is my smile lines and my chin lines. I'm also usually worried about my under eye wrinkles, but I have concealer on there, so that's really different. But overall, I mean, I like it. I don't love it, but I guess we'll have to see at the end of the day what it looks like. Lola wants to say hi to the camera. Oh, you're licking all the foundation off my face. You're licking all the makeup off my face. Say hi. Hi guys. I turned 9 yesterday. I'm sniffing the light. I'm 9 years old. 9 years old. Alright guys, so it is final check-in time. It is 9:30 right now, if you can see that. So it's really only been about 7 hours since, Lola, you're being way too loud. It's only been about 7 hours since I've put the foundation on my face, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm ready to take it off. I'm feeling very, very oily. This is about the time that I would probably blot my face with an oil blotter or put some powder on it or something, because although it's hard to tell just because of the lighting, I don't know if I can, I don't know if that makes it better or worse. It's really oily, like right on my nose area. And I'm gonna be 100% honest, right before we left for dinner, which was about 2.5 hours ago, I did powder my face again a second time. So 2 layers of powder on top of the foundation, and the oil is starting to poke through. Now, is it awful? Is it terrible? I could live with it, but should I live with it for $45? I don't know. I much prefer a more matte finish. It's just what I'm used to. That's what I like. That's what I think looks best on me. So it's not terrible. I think the color overall is good. I think it's a really revolutionary product where the argan oil is in the foundation already. Like, that's pretty cool. You don't have to buy 2 products. You can buy just the one. But I think it's a little bit too oily for me. So I'm going to zoom in and show ya. Okay, so you can definitely see my nose is like really shiny. You can see like the circle of the ring light on my nose. It's very, very shiny. And then definitely like right here, my oil is pooling up. Of course, that's highlighter, but it's getting kind of oily all over. My forehead is looking a little bit shiny. And then my chin is like super shiny. I mean, you could see right there, it's like super shiny. Like it's almost itchy. It's so shiny. So definitely really shiny. The positive is I don't feel like it's settled into my smile lines very much. I mean, there's definitely some settling, but I don't feel like it enhanced my smile lines, which some foundations do. A lot of times matte foundations will enhance fine lines and wrinkles. So I like the fact that it didn't enhance it. Like, yeah, you can see them, but it's not enhanced, you know? So overall, I don't think I hate it, but I don't think I love it. I might try it a time or 2 more just to see, I don't know, maybe with different primers, maybe different setting powders. Because like I was saying before, sometimes I do mix argan oil in with like my Kat Von D foundation or like my Lancome foundation. If I feel like I'm extra dry, I'll mix oil in with it. So I like the idea that it's already combined, but I think my skin's just a little bit too oily for it. The really, really good thing is I don't have any dry spots. I don't have any cakiness or any dry spots anywhere, which is like really, really good. So I'll try it a couple more times, but I have a feeling that this one might go back to Sephora and I might swap it out for the Dior Forever, which I did do a first impressions on like 2 years ago, but they reformulated it and now everyone's raving about it, so I really want to try that one. So I might swap it out for that and just check it out. That one is a little bit more of a matte, it's a matte luminous finish, which is like really curious to me. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know down below. And if there's any other foundations you want me to check out, also let me know that down below so that I can do that. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.